Hello, Professor Flor. My name is Alyn Melloy, and this is my final project. The app that I decided to create was course reviews, more specifically Anderson School of Management course reviews, obviously geared towards the business school students. I thought this would be useful for students to be able to, that have completed a course, to go in and create a review on it. That way other students that will potentially take the course can go to this website and be able to see what other students say about the course that they are going to potentially take. So to start out, this is the home page here. As you can see, there's 4 buttons at the bottom. I have a create a review. You can view current reviews, update your review, or of course delete your review. So we will start out with creating a review. So as you can see, I have a combination of text boxes as well as drop-down boxes. Luckily, with the data that I need a user to input into the database, I was easily able to create drop-down options for things like concentration, grade, or difficulty. Difficulty only ranges from 1 to 10, and concentrations are only concentrations in the Anderson School of Management, and grades are only grades that are accepted by the university. So that is a good use for input handling. So the user cannot input a concentration that the Anderson School of Management does not have. As well as my text boxes have input validation that I will demonstrate soon, as well as the course name has spell check, as well as write review has spell check. A few things I'd like to point out here are from the homework assignments, I used to put course name here with the semicolon and then have the text box. Luckily, I was able to find a way by using the syntax placeholder to put the actual name of the text box inside of the text box, and it will disappear as you start typing. So I thought that was pretty useful. It cleans up the this page, makes it look a little more professional. So let's start out and make a review here. So we'll start out with reviewing this course. As you can see, I've already reviewed it, but I will type it anyways. I'll make a spelling error here to demonstrate the spell check. As you can see, it's underlined here. So it allows you to right click and it gives you suggestions. Okay, so to demonstrate some of the input validation, course number is obviously a number, so if we put some letters in here and go to the next box, it already gives me an asterisk letting me know that there is an error here. If I were to continue to submit, it would give me an explanation of the error, and I will demonstrate that. So let's fill out, whoops. And unfortunately, the video screen capture software that I'm using that comes with Windows 10 doesn't capture the drop-down list that drops down when I click here, but there is a list that drops down and has all the concentrations as well as grade and difficulty. Concentration, grade, and difficulty are placeholders. So when you click the drop-down box, the word concentration is disabled, so a user cannot select concentration as their concentration, if that makes sense. So this serves as just a placeholder to let the user know what is going to go into these boxes here. So if we click the drop-down, go to MIS is in this concentration, Grade, haven't completed the course yet, but I am hopeful for an A. And difficulty, I will rate it a 7. I'll write a review here. Again, to demonstrate the spell check here, I will misspell websites. Underlined here allows me to right click and fix it. Okay, so as I said earlier, this is going to throw an error here. It already gives me an asterisk, but if I try to submit it, it will not input it into my database. It will say that course number must be numbers only. So it gives the user some more explanation on why this is an error. I am able to go back and fix it. And okay, the asterisk has gone. Now everything looks good. Let's go ahead and submit this review. So it takes us to the course reviews page, and as you can see, this table and our most recent review that we just created looks like it was successfully implemented. So we have our course number, our professor, the major or concentration, the grade, rating, the review, as well as the date it was reviewed. This can be useful to determine how old reviews are, if they were a semester ago, 2 semesters ago, so how current the review is. So let's go back to home, and again, so I've created a review. I want to go back and review it again. It takes me to the page we were just at. I can look at all the other reviews that have been placed, and say I created the review before I finished the class, and now that I have finished the class, I want to update my review. So it takes me to the update review page, and I have a hint here that tells you to click an ID to update. So we go down here and we want to update the most recent review that I just placed. So we'll click the ID here, and it will take me where I can edit this review. And up here kind of reminds me that I'm updating review ID number 7, which is the most recent review. And again, this looks similar to my create review page. These are text boxes as well as drop downs. They have the same input validation as well as drop down options with spell check in the course name and write review. So to demonstrate this, if I go in and, well, let's use this box here. Professor is supposed to be characters. So if I put numbers here and try to move to the next, it already gives me an asterisk here that's letting me know that there's an error here. And I will demonstrate what happens if I try to submit this. So say I've completed the course, and after doing the final project, I decide that the difficulty is a little harder than I initially thought, and I move it to a 9. And I will also put that in the review here. To demonstrate the spell check on this page, I will misspell project. It will underline it in red. It gives me the option to right click and fix it. So we've made an error here. Let's see what happens when I try to update this. So it doesn't update it into my database. It tells the user that professor must be 1 or more letters under 50 characters. So I can go back here, fix this. The asterisk goes away, everything else looks good, and I can update. Takes me back to the review tab. we can see that our update was successful. It added my additional review as well as changed the rating from 7 to 9. Okay. So say that there's an old review that I made and it's no longer relevant. Either the professor has left or the course is no longer offered. I can go back into my review table here, and let's say that the review I just made of this class 330 is no longer taught and therefore is useless. So again, I have the hint up here that scrolls that says click an ID to delete. So we simply just click the ID for Fundamentals of Business Programming. Click here, it takes us back to our course reviews, and we can see that it successfully deleted that review. Okay, so that's basically the course reviews app. I hope you enjoyed the theme of the app, as it hope you noticed the different backgrounds are different photos across the university. These are photos that I've taken myself with a drone. So pretty cool footage, and makes the university look a lot different from a different angle. But that is my review and my final project. Thank you for watching.